Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Rish.
And your girl Allie.
And we are back. Kind of. This is an update video about life and cars and everything that's just been going on, man. Where have we been? Where's the usual? Where's the progress? Where's the how-tos? Where's the car work? I don't know, man. I guess that's what we're here to discuss about. Life just seems to be in double speed right now. Ever since like COVID, maybe, everything just kind of double time.
Life be life, and you lose a little bit of motivation.
Honestly, a lot of bit of motivation. Time is moving like double the speed, it seems like. We've been changing a lot. We've been trying to make our lifestyle healthier, trying to find happiness in different aspects, doing different stuff. Like we've been in the gym every day for the past, what, like 3 months? You know, y'all see these guns, bro? Y'all see this? And you know, we're making some progress. We're not like,
I don't need to show you all that.
it's not fully there, but it's slow progress because I have to take it easy too. We deal with our back issues, neck problems, things from the accidents, things I've dealt with growing up, just genetics, you know, and something I'm constantly working around or trying to work with. It's always something, guys, and this is kind of what we want to explain.
Exactly.
It's life. You lose motivation, you lose some happiness, you lose your path sometimes, and we're trying to find it again. So a little bit over a year ago is when I lost my oldest brother, Paul. And that's kind of like where a lot of mental stuff started stemming from. That was, fuck. It was like the first time losing someone close to me at an age of realization. Because, you know, when you're younger, you lose people. Like I lost my grandpa and stuff, and you see everyone crying in the morning. You don't process it when you're younger. So it's like you don't think about things as hard. But when it's someone so close to you, immediate family, it really fucking hurts. So ever since then, last year in August, is kind of where things started feeling a lot more downhill, even though we're making progress in life, or at least trying to. And then things after that just kind of spiraled into more and more and more. And like, yo, I don't even want to be on here like crying and shit, but
This is the reality of shit.
this is literally the reality. This is why I haven't been doing shit the way I should have been doing, why I haven't been making progress how I should. Just, I haven't been me. We've been trying, and that's the important part. We've been trying to do better each day, but my gosh, it's fucking hard.
It's hard.
So, this car that she's sitting on right now, this is the newer daily and 4th TSX of the bunch. You know, Rish is the TSX collector, all the 6 speeds, and this is an 04. The guinea pigs with all the problems.
And all the black interior.
Yeah, literally all black interior, all 6 speed, and all, you know, some kind of goodies with it or something. The reason why we had to get this,
The other black TSX, we only spent what, 25, 28?
I spent $2,800 on it because he thought the transmission was bad, which it wasn't. It was just a shift linkage, just a cable, you know, just a cable that was stretched, and I had it set sitting, replace it, boom, it was driving again. $2,800 TSX 6-speed black interior, but we did have to put a lot of work into it, a lot of restoration, just like this one basically, but that one was 07, so just a little bit better, you know, just a bit better. It was a great deal. So we got contacted and worked with a company that it's not a company anymore and just closed down. We pull up, we're vibing out. We're always our own vibe, so we're always trying to create our own mood. The vibes are like a little off, but we try to, you know, work on our own vibes and not focus on anything else. When I'm doing my camera stuff, I'm kind of in my zone, man. I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm not really worried about anybody else. I'm fucking sweating bullets, you know, it's hot. And then we show up and, you know, the main guy, he's not there. No one even like says anything to me about this whole recording stuff. Immediately off. It's something I kind of expected but wasn't hoping for. I'm always hoping for the best, you know, like in every situation I'm trying to like seem like, oh, but what if this, but what if that, you know?
People go through shit.
But also there's also communication and being real with people and not kind of like fucking beating around the bush or, you know, saying one thing and then it's the other.
We move smarter now. We still went to that event and we
Yeah.
still had a great time. We
Still
still
went
got
to
our
that
own
event.
content that we never, well, I edited, but but I honestly.
Yeah, we never really put out because of the accident. As soon as we left that place, we were like contemplating. The sun was out, I was feeling good. But then, as soon as we left, we were hungry. We were just like wanted something like a little sweet. Krispy Kreme is not that close to us, and they had some sort of like deal, like 12 free glazed donuts or something. And we were like, hey,
We were trying to pull up.
Yeah, we're trying to bulk up. We go down the street. We're sitting at the light at this, left turn lane is blinking yellow. Person in front of me is waiting, and finally decides to go at the wrong time. Hesitates and goes as a Camaro's coming. Camaro smacks her and ping pongs right onto us as we're sitting at the red light. You can't do anything. We're sitting ducks. Literally can't do anything.
But
Watch and take that impact in, which fucking hurt. As 25 years old, 25, and I get stuck sometimes. Dude, I'm sitting there like an 85-year-old man like this, like, at least we're alive. There's a lot of things going on. Like recently, past high school homie just passed away as well, and he was 25. My brother, and just like so many people that I've known or know of, or family relatives that have been passing away and stuff. You just really think about life. It's your situation is how grateful you are, and grateful for what you have, and try to remember that constantly.
it sounds so easy to think about those things and just, feel better and do better and motivate yourself, but it's not. It's really not. When it's constantly replaying in your head and you're constantly worried about the next move, it doesn't help you get to the next level. It only stresses you out.
The head-on accident, that was a lot, and then we're dealing with the whole lawsuit thing right now. We finally just got into the whole lawsuit. Before it was like the whole
Trying to see what we can get and settle with, but we
Yeah,
weren't happy with what they were trying to give us.
It was stressful. We had to pay out of pocket for stuff, rentals and all that, because I only had minimal coverage. I didn't have full coverage on the car. I don't really expect shit. I'm a aware driver, and I really haven't gotten into any accidents like that. It's only because of other people's doings, and then it's like I don't have enough time to do anything. Like the head-on, dude, I couldn't move. You were literally sitting there like, ah! A whole month and some change after we finally got the money from the other head-on accident to finally be able to look for a car instead of window shopping. Stressful, and dealing with all these rentals, paying out of pocket, getting myself in debt with a credit card.
We didn't expect to get another TSX, but we were down for it. I'll tell you that. We were down for it.
I was just down for a car, man. We were spending too much money on rentals.
Rental.
Too much stress.
It was $200 basically each time we needed a new rental.
And we were doing it like every couple days, though. It was awful. So we were looking at cars, we were checking out different things, taking time off of work.
Y'all seen the videos.
Looking at different things, and nothing seems to be, clicking. The cars that I did want to like actually consider like CRVs or 8th gens or something else, people were playing games. I had money in hand, they just do not respond. Like, it literally makes no sense, and that's why I hate Marketplace and shopping for cars and dealing with people sometimes.
You'll always see that listing that you really wanted and really was ready to go ahead, money in hand, sold.
I was ready to buy a 5-speed CRV, man. That would have been so good for the space. Like, that would be sick. I wanted a different chassis for the channel, but it so happens that the homie Brandon, he had 3 TSXs, which I think he only has 2 now. Sold me his 04 daily with tons of problems, 04s. Gotta love them. Nothing like I really didn't expect. It's not like he was sitting there hiding anything or anything. It's 04s, man. It's age. You can't expect perfect body, seals, fucking anything, really. I've had it since 198,000 miles. It's almost at 205, so it's been doing its thing. It's been a daily. I got its money's worth already out of it. In the end, it worked out. But 2 weeks into owning it.
Only 2 weeks into owning this damn car.
2 weeks. Two
Dos.
fucking weeks. I'm a super aware driver, y'all. And I was supposed to buy a dash cam after the first head-on thing, but
2 weeks.
Life prolongs. Your emotions, your stress, everything just gets in the way of everything. So I didn't have a dash cam yet. And this was what, Friday? Friday, yes.
He comes home, clock out of work.
We're like, hey, Friday vibes. Let's like maybe head to the beach. That was the plan. More so towards Bel Air, but we're going through the main Clearwater thing, the roundabout. So we enter the roundabout and we're already all the way like in it, like halfway here. So enter this way. There's one exit here, one right here, and another one right here. And we're going to the furthest one because we have to go like there and go towards the beach. And we're already like going around. And as soon as we're like past the first exit already and we're getting up towards the second one, blue Camaro is flying down and doesn't yield and stop. Everyone's supposed to yield and stop to go into the roundabout. That's like common sense, common knowledge. You're just gonna fly in? Well, this dickhead did. He decided to fly in, not even like, he looked as he was going in, he was like, ho ho, like,
Yeah,
like oh, like, just kept going. And then instantly slammed on his brakes hard as hell because he was worried about this car in the left lane going into him, which he wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place, which made me hit him because I was already right there as soon as he's coming in, and then he's immediately slamming on his brakes and had no time to stop.
And he told the police the reason why he slammed on his brakes was because he wanted to get into the left lane. So he was so focused on the left lane.
He thought he was going to go into him, so he was like, let me just stop.
So instead of worrying about the lane that he was in, which is the lane that we were in, he decided to slam on his brakes. What can we do in that moment when we're thinking, okay, everything's good? You know, it's a moving roundabout.
You need a certain amount of distance to be able to stop. You know, it's not like I'm speeding through the roundabout, at least I don't. How he flew out and then immediately slammed on his brakes, dude, it's like one of those moments too, it's just like you try and then you can't. Another icing on the cake, y'all.
The police confirmed our part of the story, confirmed that he was at fault. He was charged, but unfortunately his insurance is still claiming no fault.
With Florida being a no-fault state, it makes it tricky. We don't have a dash cam, and the only camera was in the roundabout, but what we had to do is like get a subpoena or something and bring it to small claims court, sue him to be able to get this footage that the cop already like watched, verified.
We're racking up and we're actually seeing what he spent because as you see, the car looks normal now,
It looks all right, and it's not perfect.
It still needs some frame pulling.
I need a shop to fully, you know, get it proper. It was like the head-on accident, like the same amount of damage basically. This one was able to revive and I've been lugging it since, and thankfully shout out to Brian. Brian, thank you so much, man. You literally next day came and saved us, straightened it out, got everything back together, and you know, made it look a decent car again, like drivable. Made it look like a Florida car. Big shout out to you. Without you, bro, it wouldn't have been like that because I haven't done this before. I haven't done any of the pulling. I didn't have the tools, none of that. It was pushed a good 6-7 inches and it still needs a good ½ inch or inch to be pulled out to the right and, you know, towards me. So I had to make this list, see how much I spent, maybe try to get a quote from a shop if possible.
We're gonna get it done and you guys are gonna be coming along right with us when it does happen.
From the start, our channel has been basically full transparency, except obviously getting too personal because we all have to have some kind of personal life. And boundaries, obviously. Wanting just to show you guys the real, the good, the bad, you know, the mistakes, because it happens. It's the reality of things. So as you guys see, you know, this is another video of just life updates and trying to be transparent with you and kind of explaining the back end of things, mental health, progression, awareness, just a little bit of everything. The white TSX. Oh, my tailbone. My back, y'all, my back. It's some days better than others. Some days I'm an old ass man. White TSX, guys. I know this is something we all want, something I've wanted, but man, that thing been through the ringer as well of just situations going back and forth. You know, the engine overheating, I had to pull the motor out again, and then finding a fucking chunk missing out of my head, which didn't make any sense. Still doesn't, nothing adds up. And that spiraled into, oh, look at this rust, let me paint the engine bay. And then life really started taking its toll again. I started things, big jobs at that, because I had the intentions of going turbo. Hey, let me just paint the bay while I got all this shit out. Why not? For like the fucking 20th time of having this engine out, it seemed like.
Why not?
Out of Connecticut, then we came back, put it together in Florida, took it apart again 3 times. Like it's a roller coaster, guys. This is the car life. But
that's that motivation he did have before. He was down for whatever. That's the motivation that we're looking for. But obviously, we're different people than who we were at 21, 22, 23.
Yeah, and then just you meet people or situations happen and then life happens, like I said. People talk the big game, like, you know, people say, oh, I'm gonna help you out with this, the engine, I'm gonna help you paint.
We're gonna sponsor your car.
Yeah, we're gonna sponsor your car, we're gonna help you paint the engine bay in a booth. Makes you like, all right, so let me jump into this, let me get into this, let me get this started. And then like things just started to kind of go downwards. People don't follow through with stuff, so, and that's kind of what stumped me a little bit. And then here I am, car all taken apart, paying rent, needing to take sudden trips, having 2 doggos, and like, dude, there's just a mix of everything.
Clock out of our jobs. Make sure that we have time for our dogs, ourselves, our gym time, our car work, our content creating. These are things that obviously maybe to other people, they have all the time in the world to do that, but we are who we are. Respectfully, we are who we are, and we're still growing, we're still learning, and we're still trying each day. Every day doesn't look the same for us, and we make sure of that, but each day we know that if we don't push, we're gonna feel like shit. And that's what brings us down more than brings us up.
It's a daily battle of our own mental and our own progression and doing better than we did the previous day. That's just on mental health, really, to be honest.
We could have crashed out, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, on top of the economy, y'all, it's bad enough. It's hard to get ahead. We're just trying to live Rish, and we're doing it by our way, by our means, and just trying to make it happen. White TSX, we're working on trying to get our motivation back, getting a better, healthier lifestyle, eating, getting in the gym, and then also trying to make time for the car stuff again within our schedule, because like I said, time's double the speed. Come out of work, I get home, it's 5 o'clock, she gets out at 6. We don't really have too much, time. Then we go to the gym, and then by the time we get out, it's like
almost
7:30, close to 8. Do our grocery run, or let's do some Instacart for some extra money, because we're trying to make money, extra ways, passive investments, whatever. And by that time we get home, it's 9:30, 10. We have to take our doggos out on a walk because
we want to make sure that they have a good life too.
They need to have their walks. They can't be, just
active.
Couch locked. If we're active, they're active. We got to do things. So then by that time it's 10 o'clock, 10:30, and we're sitting and trying to wind down, maybe try to do a little bit of clothing edits or something. We're trying to get some merch out. That's another thing. Procrastinating is merch, but also trying to do everything ourselves, y'all. It's hard.
We're making this video just so you guys could see a little peek at our life, what we're going through and how we're living and how we're trying to survive, because this shit ain't easy. But I know every single one who watches too, y'all have y'all hardships in life too. I know you guys go through the shit that you guys go through too. That's why we sit down and make these videos, because this is what makes us a community. We're not just saying, hey guys, look at what we got. We have 3 TSXs and oh my God, look at how cool I am. I have 3 cars. Like, no, we're not saying none of that.
I don't feel that in the slightest, y'all. Honestly, to be real, I feel like a piece of shit. Having one decently running TSX that I have a lot of things I need to get around to and fixing and doing to make it tip-top, and then 2 TSXs that are all taken apart and I'm struggling to put it back together because of motivation, experience, and time and money. So to some of you guys, and I appreciate you guys show me so much love and be like, yo, you're making it happen, you're doing it for yourself, it looks good, I love the content. But with me, I kind of feel the opposite, that's just how life's been lifing lately. But we're turning that around. This is the step of
turning it around.
Using our gear, using our DJI. We just bought a new tripod. We're using the Sony a7 III. We're recording in 4K.
Investments.
We're out here in a random parking lot for like an hour or 2, it feels like, and just recording this video, just kind of getting lost and talking to you guys. It honestly feels good.
I do hope that this answers any questions that people may have.
I get questions. People are like, hey man, where's the white TSX? Or what's this? Or what's that? And it's, I do get questions on IG.
More
or
stressors.
I know, y'all. I fucking know. But
we got this.
Hey, anyone in Florida who's got the experience and more confidence than I do, because I don't have the experience, I'll pay for some of your time. But we got to wrap up this video because I know it's going to be a lengthy one of talking, but I feel like it's needed because we haven't done this in a long while. Over here sitting crisscross applesauce with these red ants. I got ants in my pants.
Ants?
So I need to get out my own way. I can make all these excuses or have these excuses, but it's really on to us to make it happen. So get out our own ways and kind of just start doing. Instead of talking about it, stop thinking about it so hard, just get into it little by little. Start the little thing and it might end up into the bigger task.
And with that being said, I want to take that advice too, because I am working on my music again. I've been working on music for many years. I just never really done much with it. Hopefully you guys will start hearing things that I create as the intros and things like that, or music in the background. You just never know. So once we both get out our ways and start really putting in work, we will see the results we want to, and we'll stop stressing it. But we got to stop stressing it and just get out our own way. Yeah. You guys too, make sure that you get out your own way and stop stressing things, because everything will work out for you as long as you believe it will, okay? Respectfully.
It is what you make it. So it's all about mindset, mentality, and just trying to keep it pushing. If you guys have any word of advice, anything positive, or maybe a story that you want to leave, get a little personal, down in the comments, let us know, man. I always respond. I'm always looking for a conversation. I'm always talking to y'all. We're within the community, so that's what it's all about. Organic, being real, and just staying true to our roots. So with that being said, guys, it's been your boy Rish.
And your girl Allie.
And welcome back to our regular program of content and trying to get back to our shit. So thank you guys for tuning in. Love y'all. This is Broken, and I'm out. My back.
I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the weed and take off.